Welcome to the latest edition of Roll the Die Challenge. I am your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Michelle Hollings from Staten Island, and I am bringing to you this latest edition of our Roll the Die Challenge, where a bunch of my Stampin' friends, we get together, we roll my friend Caron's Stampin' dice, and whatever it lands on is whatever we make. So today I have a card for you, and it's featuring the Celebration stamp set Adorable Owls, and the Roll of the Die challenge items that we had to use, or categories we had to do, were neutrals, textures, birthday, paper piecing, and Slimline. So I have a fun Slimline card for you. And some of the things we'll be using for this card are the Adorable Owls stamp set that you can get only during Celebration. So the end of February, get that for free with a $50 purchase. Go To Greetings stamp set, that's from the annual catalog. Then there's the Time Worn embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. I used some dies. Basic Borders dies and Enchanting Details dies. So that's going to be our little cloud die. And one from the Enchanting dies is a moon. This reminds me of Sailor Moon, if you've ever seen that cartoon, her wand. So it's got this little moon wand, and I cut it out to make just our moon. And we're going to be using some cardstock. So you're going to need some cardstock for your card base, and that's going to be a piece of Night of Navy, and that's going to be 7 by 8.5, scored at 3.5. You're going to need a piece of vellum that is roughly 3.5 by 8.5, and we're going to die cut our cloud out of that. You're going to need a piece of basic white, and your basic white sheet is gonna be, let's see, how much? 3.25 by 8.25. And you're gonna need some smaller pieces of basic white. And this is 2 by 1/2 for our sentiment. And you're gonna need, for some stamping, 2 by 3. You're gonna need some more pieces of 2 by 3 in Crumb Cake and Soft Suede. And I used a piece of Mother of Pearl, if you have that specialty cardstock. Mother of Pearl for our moon, or you could use like a white glitter paper or something like that, whatever color you want to make your moon. You're going to need some Memento black ink. You're going to need a white gel pen of some kind. So if you have any white gel pen or any kind of white pen, a chalk pen, whatever you've got. And then some Stampin' Blends. I used Mossy Meadow and Pumpkin Pie. And if you have tweezers, I'm using the tweezers from the Heat Embossing Tools set, but if you have whatever tweezers you have, you might want that for your paper piecing. I'm going to be using some glue. I'm using a fine tip glue bottle, but you can use any glue you've got. And definitely, we're doing paper piecing, so you need some snips. I also used some basic rhinestones as my embellishment on the card. So this is what our final card is going to look like. And on the inside, it says Happy Birthday. There's a little cute owl peeking in there. So let's get started. All right, first thing you want to do is take your Night of Navy 7 by 8.5 and score that at 3.5. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Trimmer and find the 3.5 and give it a nice score. And basically, you're going to fold him in half, and you might want to take your bone folder if you have one. Just give that a good crease. It's optional, but I like it. Makes your cards stand up better. It's gonna do a nice tent. So you put that to the side for a moment, and let's focus on our die cut items. So you're gonna take your Mother of Pearl, and you're gonna use that wand die And just die cut that out. And magic of video, I have my die cut already done. So let's snip that with our snips and just cut out the moon. That's all we're going to be using. Bye bye wand. Okay. This is going to be your moon piece for your card. Put that to the side. And you're going to want to start stamping your owls. So I'm going to start with this cool little flying owl by Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp 3 of these. So I'm going to stamp one on white. He flew away. My owl flew. All right, so you're going to put him to the side. So white, one in Crumb Cake. And one in Soft Suede. Okay, and I'll put those to the side for a sec. And I'm just gonna take my piece of 3 1/4 by 8 1/4 white for the inside of my card, and I'm gonna stamp my other little owl friend with his birthday hat on the inside. And you might want to just grab a piece of scrap paper, or you don't have to, but I don't like to get my workspace all dirty. So just taking a scrap of paper, and I'm going to stamp him down bottom there. And I'm going to stamp my happy birthday sentiment. So I'm using the go-to greeting step as the biggest happy birthday in there. It's a nice script font. And we got a happy birthday. It's got a little line, but it adds character. I don't mind. And let's see. Let's grab our smallest piece of white, that 2 by 1/2. And we're going to use the My Friend sentiment from the Adorable Owl set. Just stamp our sentiment. I'm going to stamp him, where did I do it? Roughly in the center. Alright, he's there. And I'm just going to put this away because it's getting everywhere. It's getting all over the desk. That is the extent of the stamping. So I'm just going to snip this in the center and make a little banner. I'm going to cut from the corner to my center line and do one from the bottom too, and just make a little banner. So put that to the side. And now we're going to do some coloring. So I'm going to grab the white owl, my Mossy Meadow blend, and I'm just going to color in the eyes. And we're going to cut those cutie eyes out. And I'm going to take my soft suede and I'm going to color in with pumpkin pie the little feet and the beak. So just here and here. Okay, this is the piece we're going to do our paper piecing on. And then for our fun piece of lovely little Crumb Cake, we're going to do some 3D embossing on him. So that's where we're going to take our time-worn embossing folder and find the little textured part. Throw him in there, run him through your machine, and then you'll have that. And we're going to cut out just the top of his head and the wings and the base of his body. So when you cut that out, you're going to have these 2 pieces. And when you cut out your eyes, you will have just some little googly eyes. Some cute googly eyes. Like that. that doesn't look right. Let's get them going in the right direction. Okay, that's better. There, be like that. And we can do our paper piecing. So we will add some glue. Glue is messy business, so let's grab our silicone mat. You know what, before we do any gluing, hold tight on the glue. Let's grab our inside part and just color in. Take that mossy meadow and color in these eyes. Give the inside some color. And a little hat. There, okay. Put that back to the side. Don't need him just now. All right, let's do some gluing. Silicone mat, our soft suede piece that we stamped on. All right, how are we looking here? Okay, I'm gonna put some glue. I'm gonna put it down on this main piece. So we're doing his little headpiece. Just put him right there. And then we have our little body part. Put some glue there. And you can also use your tweezers for this if you want. If you want to put the glue on this piece and use the tweezers also, you can do it that way too. Whatever you prefer. I am also going to cut another piece from this guy. I want this piece right here. I'll just decapitate my little cute owl. Sorry, owl. Cut out this part. That's gonna go right in there. Let's put some glue here. All right, now we need our eyes. Place him like that. And one more like this. All right, and now we have our little owl friend. We need to cut him up. So let's put the little stopper back in our glue for a second. And we're going to do some fussy cutting. Now, the best way to fussy cut is to keep your scissors kind of steady and turn your paper. That's the easiest way to get around the intricate edges. Just keep turning your paper to get it where you want. Just cut around our little owl friend. Gonna have a nice fun image for our card. Get around his little feathers, his fuzzy looking feathers, because we embossed them. And it's not too hard. If you don't have steady hands, it can be a little bit fussy, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Cut around his little belly. And there you go. We have a little owl friend for our card front. All right. Now, I need to get this moon going. I just want to poke out these little extra star pieces. So these are our pieces. And let's take a look at our card front again. So what other pieces do we have left? We need our clouds. All right, so we got our 3.5 by 8.5 vellum, and we will basically just lay our die like this, run it through the machine, and then it comes out. The last cut will be around here, and we'll put it on again and run it through again, and that will give us a piece that looks like this. So no problem that this is too short for your card. Just do it twice. And we are going to do a little decorating on our card front with our gel pen. So whatever white pen you got, you can take it, and I just did some little hatch marks in my sky area all the way across. Just keep going till you have what you like. And then I did some dots. Just fill in the card front the way you want it, however many you want. And I'm using the Uniball Signo Broad white pen. Could keep going like this forever, but you get the picture. Okay. So now we want to let that ink dry a little bit so you don't smudge it. Now this is the tricky part of using vellum. Depending on what adhesive you use, it may show through when it's dry. So I am going to take my glue and I'm going to put it just around the edges, almost in a pattern. So I'm just going to make a dashy line only around the edges because it's going to show when it dries. And I'm just going to work with that and make it part of my pattern. I can adhere that down, and as you can see, when it sticks, that little pattern you made with the glue is going to show. So I'm going to take my white gel pen and just draw over that a little bit with some dashes. I'm just going to work all that into my design. Sometimes it's just better to go with the flow and go with what you got. So there are other ways to adhere your vellum or hide it or hide the glue, but that's too much work. So we're just going to make it part of our design. And the next thing we need is to adhere our elements. So I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop up my little owl friend. So I'm going to stick some dimensionals on the back of him. Running out of dimensionals. Oh no. Gotta find some more. Time to break out a new pack of dimensionals. Okay, so I'm gonna have him flying down here on our card front. So it's coming all together. And we need our moon in the sky. I'm just gonna use my tweezers like that. And get some glue on the back of the moon. The dark side of the moon. And put him up here. I like these tweezers because they are non-stick, so I can get them fairly gluey and clean them right off. All right, so the next thing is our little sentiment, my friend banner. Just gonna take some more dimensionals, stick it on like that. Trashy dimensional backs everywhere, always. All right, I'm gonna put him right about there. And then we need some bling, because your card's not done until you put bling on it. So I'm gonna take some basic rhinestones and my take your pick tool and just start putting the rhinestone where I have the hash marks. So right there. Going all over here. We have a nice blinged out sky. This one doesn't want to come along and go to the car. He doesn't want to go. These are tiny, so it helps when I use this tool. It also, you can use, some people use the pointy end of the take your pick tool. I just use the spatula. Something is wrong with that particular rhinestone. He doesn't want to stick. He's not being friendly to us right now. That's okay. We'll take his cousin over here. Grab one of these. Put them wherever you want them. I don't like how that looks. What is wrong with him? He looks not shiny. I don't know. I don't like that one. Yeah, there's more. This is like the oldest pack of rhinestones that I have. We're almost finished with them. How long does it take you to finish a pack of rhinestones? They give you a lot. I'm going to take a bigger one and put it right here. And that's going to be my card front. Alright, so that's how our card front is looking. What do you think? You like it? I kind of like it. Alright, so now let's put our card inside. Inside of our card. Add some glue. A little ASMR for you there. Okay, get him with a nice little border. And that is our Slimline card. He's done. That didn't take long at all. He was not difficult to do. Oh, I did my moon a different direction. Well, we've got some variety. So this was my prototype, and this was the one we just did. And this is the inside. I didn't color all of the inside of the original. I like him better with some color. So I hope you liked our Roll the Die Challenge card this Sunday, and don't forget to place your orders. You can place your orders at michellehollings.stampinup.net, and if your order is under $150, use the host code 4KWGD7GR. That helps me out and supports the channel. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends to watch along and go visit the other videos in our blog hop for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a good, fun stampin' time.